So I guess there is another tag going around. This one is called Favorite People Tag, and it was originally done by Gareth at Book Songs and Other Magic, and I was tagged by the Mild Rumpus. Welcome to Suey's Book Banter. I'm Suey, and I am gonna just jump right in to this tag. Number 1, favorite author. This one is without question Marcus Zusak. I've talked about him before. He writes in a way that blows my mind, and he's also like one of the best people ever. He's definitely one of my favorite people. I've seen him a couple of times in person, and his author events and his stories he tells are fascinating. I could listen to him all day long and never get tired.
That's the other thing people do. They say, geez, you're a writer, you must have a great imagination. And I say, no, I don't have a great imagination. I just have a lot of problems. And I'm not joking, all right? Seriously, I'm not joking. And what I'm trying to say is that I run into problems every day when I write. And the problem I had with Death narrating the book was that it was almost like the comic book version of a Death narrator. He was so sadistic. He was everything that we would expect. He was creepy, and on to a point he was really sleazy as well. And I don't usually confess this sort of thing, but to an audience like this, you feel like you can say anything. And I remember writing one sentence where Death said this particular line. He said, "This is a story about a young girl. Do you like young girls?" I'm glad you find that funny. So do you like young girls? Well, I do.
He is extremely nice and extremely accommodating. Sometime I will tell you the details about those author events in a separate video because they were amazing. He has written like 6 books or something. We all know him from The Book Thief. His most recent one is The Bridge of Clay. The Bridge of Clay. And also I Am the Messenger. And then he wrote a couple of books before The Book Thief and before I Am the Messenger that most people don't know. Getting the Girl and Reuben Wolf. I was thinking we would actually go downstairs. The other 2 books that's in Underdogs is The Underdog and Fighting Reuben Wolf. So, and they did this compilation of those 3 because they're all kind of a series, I guess. I wish he would write more. I'm ready and waiting. Let's do this. So yes, Marcus Zusak, my all-time favorite author. What else is on this list? Number 2, name your favorite comedy actor or comedian. So I don't really have a favorite comedian, but comedy actor, couldn't we count Simu Liu for that one? He's quickly becoming a favorite, so I don't really know who else to say for that one. The third question is name your favorite dramatic or serious actor. I would say probably Tom Hanks for this one. Pretty much love anything he's in, and he blows me away with his acting. But I might have to do another one because mostly these days I am into Korean actors. So my favorite Korean actor is So In-guk. He is in both funny things and dramatic things, so he can count for both. He is amazing. But I have about 30 or more favorite Korean actors. So I could go on and on about all of them, but he would top my list for sure. The favorite thing he's done that I love is a drama called Shopping King Louie. He plays a guy who's lost his memory, and he was really rich, and like he was a shopping expert, and now has no idea who he is, and his people can't find him, and so he is just trying to survive on the street, and some of his instincts come back, and he is the sweetest, funniest, cutest character ever. So
perfect. 완전 perfect이지.
잘 어울려?
Perfect. Perfect.
And then it goes on as he gradually figures out what's going on. So he's my favorite. Number 4, a favorite political figure, past or present. Good thing they put past in, because presently I have no favorites at all. Past, this is not something I've really thought about much. I've always been a little enamored of Abraham Lincoln, although I don't really know a whole lot about him. I hope he is as a good of guy as I've always thought him to be. I've been realizing lately that a lot of people we think are really awesome and great might not be so much. So I hope he's not that. I hope he's as good as we all have imagined him to be all these years. Name your favorite film writer or director. This is another question I've not thought a whole lot about, but I had to look up film writers and directors, and I'm like, oh yes, yes, yes. And that started coming back to me. I wrote 4 down: Peter Jackson, John Hughes, Christopher Nolan, and Steven Spielberg. All of their films are ones I absolutely love in the end. I kind of like really dramatic things, really beautifully cinematic things, amazing music. I know these guys don't have a whole lot to do with the music, but they pick people to do their music that I absolutely love. So yeah, you should have asked that favorite music composer for movies. John Williams and Hans Zimmer and that other dude whose name I can't say. And Howard Shore. Okay, name your favorite new discovery. This one kind of goes with number 7, which is name your favorite musician or singer. My favorite new discovery happens to be a singer. This is where I get a little nervous about this tag, because I'm going to talk about Korean stuff. I am sorry. That's my favorite stuff for lots of things. So this guy I've just recently discovered in the last week or two. Not that I didn't know who he was before, because he is a singer in a group. The group's called B2B, and he is one of their singers, and he just dropped a solo album last week or the week before. It has blown me away. Like I knew he existed all this time, but I did not know he sang this beautifully. I mean, of course he sings beautifully because he's in B2B. They are known for their beautiful vocals. But I did not realize how amazing he is on his own. So I have been playing his album nonstop for the past week. So I would call him my new discovery for sure. And also one of my favorite singers now. His name is Im Hyun-sik. And maybe I'll make you listen to him for a second.
Won't you stay with me? Won't you hold me, yours, in my deep blue sea? Stay here in the dark.
Name your favorite musician or singer, if I don't count him. Back in the day, before K-pop came into my life, my favorite singer was Josh Groban. I was very, very, very obsessed. I've seen him like 5 times in concert. I loved all of his stuff, especially when he was doing like Italian popera, we would call it maybe. But I'm fine with him doing the musical stuff, but I miss the stuff he did back in the beginning. You know what I mean? But he's more into the musical things. He just did Sweeney Todd on Broadway, which I would have loved to have seen. Oh my gosh. I've seen Sweeney Todd a couple times, but seeing Josh Groban in that role would have been amazing. But I haven't really kept up with him a whole lot because he's mostly doing that kind of stuff now. But if I was to say my favorite now in the K-pop world, and not talking about bands, but talking about singers, there's so many. It's so hard to choose, but Taemin usually comes to the top for me. He is actually in a band called SHINee, but his solo stuff is, there's no words to describe. It's amazing. So I really, really love everything he's done. There's no skips. It's all amazing. And I think he has several solo albums now. I don't even know how many, 5 or 6. Yeah, I would say Taemin probably, but there's a lot. There's a lot that I love. Name your biggest inspirational person. This one, I don't know how to answer. I'm like racking my brain. I'm like, who really inspires me? If I'm not counting like religious things or family things. Like Like a lot of people here on YouTube inspire me to do better, read better, if that's the thing. I don't know. I just find a lot of things I'm watching inspiring. And I'm sure that there's people in history that have inspired me. Who do I love in history? Like my brain is completely blank. So if I figure that out, maybe I'll let you know in a future video. But so I feel like I'm copping out on that one for sure. Now, tag some people. I am prepared. I'm going to tag these 5 channels. Sarah's Tangled Tales, a musical bookworm. She just shouted me out the other day, so I'm getting her back. Percy Does Everything, Books with Heather, and Lilybug's Library. I tried to find a few people who are a little newerish and have smaller numbers so they can jump on in and join this crazy community. A musical bookworm shouted me out for that numbers tag where you name people in different sections of subscribers. And I was in the 900 to 1,000 range. You guys, I'm so close to 1,000. I'm going to do a plea for anyone who's watching this that hasn't subscribed to me yet. If you would love to be one of the 15 or so people that would subscribe now and get me bumped up to that 1,000, then do it now. It's now or never. And you can help me get up to that number. Finally, it's taking forever. But we don't care about numbers, right? We don't care about numbers. And I'm not watching that number. No way. No way am I watching. Actually, it doesn't really mean anything, but it is a huge milestone. So that's my plea for that today. All right. Hopefully you've enjoyed my favorite people. I have so many other favorite people. This is just like the tip of the iceberg regarding my favorite people lists. But yeah, I guess that's a little bit more about me. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.